Christmas Update Part 2 has just arrived inside of Grow a Garden. This update brings a ton of new stuff into the game, including some very OP new pets. As you guys can see, something has gotten changed about this game, and it is no longer the Safari Harvest type of style. That thing has actually been wiped out. They have removed the global milestones, and we now have this brand new Tinsel the Elf over here, which if you can go ahead talk to and say view gifts, you are able to obtain these variety different types of gifts. And in order to do this, you have to do it within a time limit, as well as submitting the Christmas mutated plants. So this functionality of the update is actually pretty similar. However, I will say these gifts that you can actually get here are insane, with the best one being the rainbow gift. The rainbow gift can give you a ton of rewards, bro. You got a brand new Christmas egg you can get, Christmas treat, large toy, mystical snow globe, which I will get into detail on what this is. And then obviously a level up lollipop, grandmaster sprinkler, and then two brand new best things, including a Christmas cracker and a cacao cat. But let's get right into it. And the first thing is submitting these Christmas mutated plants. Now, I don't know if I necessarily have 200 worth, but I do have a lot of snow mutated things. And also with this update is going to come a lot of brand new mutations. I'll show you guys how you can get those. But basically what I'm going to do real quick is just farm all of my snowy mutated stuff, blueberries and stuff, because this is what I mostly have of. And max it space. Great. Here we go. Let's put everything inside of the Christmas mutated plants. And actually, it's only 100 now, so that is better. I like that. Okay. And basically, whenever you complete this, now I will say this part's a little pay to win, but I don't think y'all should pay it. But you have the opportunity to repeat the gift. However, it does literally cost Robux. As you can see, repeat Christmas gift, it costs Robux. Wait, what the heck? This guy's giving me the gingerbread blossom? Oh my god, what? Thank you so much. Wait, how did he get this? The gingerbread blossom isn't even obtainable yet. Now, at the moment, you do still have to complete 19 quests. So if you do miss any, unfortunately, you're not able to get them. Also, I do see this new button up here that lets you recover all. This is obviously a Robux functionality button. However, on the other side, there's this little thing. Now, I don't know exactly what this is just yet, but it's actually very likely that that functionality is for free-to-play players, to where you guys are able to recover your stuff in case, you know, you forget. And I'll go more into detail on that if I can find any more information. But there we go. This thing has just reset, and look at that. It just evolved. Wait, what is that? It's not telling me what kind of it is. Oh, it's a gold gift right there. Okay, so that is insane. Wait, how good is a gold gift, though? And oh my gosh, wait, that's a 5%. So it is random and it's every 10 minutes. I do really like how it does scale based off of how good it is. This one you need 300 for, and that does make sense. I mean, it's obviously much better, but let's see if I even have like enough for that. I hope I do, bro, but that is a pretty hefty request, and I think I just used up most of my stuff. Basically, based off the rarity of the present, it's gonna be more, and it's very similar to the last event, except in my opinion, this style is a little bit better because you have the opportunity to be guaranteed better things. And actually, we just got it. All right, let's go and find it though. Gold gift. And wait, hello? Oh, it's in my hotbar. There it is. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna quickly open my common gifts though, just to see what we can get. Okay, we got a peppermint pop. What is that? It's a common, bruh. That's not that good. And then we got a snow shovel. Interesting. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's gonna give me snowballs, but let's try using it. Okay, no, it's literally just like the rack thingy that we had a few updates ago. A player steps on it, they basically get flung back. Then we have this peppermint pop seed, which in my opinion, this is a very cute looking seed. We might as well go ahead and plant it down though right there. I mean, this is probably a single harvest if I were to guess. Peppermint pop. Yeah, it literally just looks like a little lollipop. And yes, it is absolutely single harvest. And I still have this gingerbread blossom, bro. We're gonna go ahead and check out how much this thing is worth at the end of this video, so you definitely want to watch through for it. But yes, they did finally add the gingerbread blossom into the game. If you actually go to the plant section and type in blossom, you will see obviously now we got the gingerbread one. This is the second ever transcendent, and it's very new. And as you guys can see, this does have a crop mastery, and well, it looks like it says it's worth 225k, but I don't know about that. It also actually carries a bunch of traits. If you take a look over here, this thing is a part of the flower, the spicy, the Christmas, sweet, and candy traits. There's a good chance that this is going to come back in part 3 and have an actual reason behind it. But I'll get more onto that in a second. I should also mention one thing that kind of sucks is actually the gem egg that we had inside of the game in the pet egg shop is now actually just gone. They've gone ahead and removed it. It used to be under the jungle egg, but it did say limited, and this update part 2 is the one where they take it out. Wait, oh my gosh, bro, that's the gingerbread blossom. Look at this thing. Dude, this thing looks actually so sick, and it's so big. But the items inside of this update are actually a little bit interesting. As I said, there's multiple presents, right? We still have the gold gift to actually open, but this one has, I believe, something interesting in it. And yes, it is this Christmas egg. With this update, they also introduced some new stuff into the shop. If you actually scroll on down over here, the first brand new item that I'm going to talk about is the sleigh, where it says 8 guides the sleigh, yet it longs for one more. So let's go ahead and open this gift, because hopefully we get a specific pet I'm looking for. If we can get a Christmas egg, come on, please, Christmas egg. Yes. Okay, we got the Christmas egg. Although there's other stuff in there such as treats and stuff, I don't really care about it at the moment. This Christmas egg, though, is something else, and the problem is it takes 4 hours to open. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and skip this with 49 Robux. I'm going to do it for y'all in this video. Come on, buy. Boom. Give me my Christmas egg. Open this thing. Max inventory. Are you serious? Oh, my gosh. Luckily, a few updates ago, they added a feature inside of the game, which I do not know how to access. I think it's through the shop, and then you can go over here and, yeah, sell a bunch of pets at once. Thank you for this. There's a lot of pets inside this test server that I genuinely just don't need. So we're going to go ahead, like, get rid of all these things. Hopefully that's good enough. Come on. Sell. And then there we go. Please let me open it. Come on. Yes. Okay. What do we get? We got a turtle dove. Okay. That is not what we actually need. Although I believe that is the worst one inside of the brand new egg, the pet that we needed was this reindeer pet. Also, as you guys can see, there's a brand new mutation that you can get straight out of the eggs over here. All these pets have this festive mutation. I'll get on to what that actually is in a little bit too. But with this brand new sleigh thing, or this sleigh item, you're actually able to perform a ritual in the game that gives you a free divine pet. As you saw in this garden over here, there is a bunch of these reindeers. When you obtain 8 of them and you actually get the sleigh, you are able to interact with the reindeers in order to provide a type of ritual and get a brand new pet. This is the pop-up you actually end up getting. It says, are you sure you want to use the sleigh? And then this will actually give up 8 level 100 reindeers, or I believe it might just be 8 reindeers, and it converts it into a Rudolph pet. It also does say this reindeer will return to your inventory and be reset to level 1. Then the ritual summons the Rudolph. So although I believe you do keep the reindeers, you have to get them to level 100, and then they will all be set back to level 1, which is fine because I don't think the reindeer is too good. I mean, looking at its stats, it says gain an additional 6 XP per second for every other reindeer in your garden. Every 4 minutes has a 15% chance to apply the snowy mutation to a nearby fruit. It's not terrible for, you know, being a legendary, but it's definitely not good either. Oh my gosh, there's another present over here. Okay, we're gonna get into that. We have 9 minutes for that though. Now, how good actually is this brand new Rudolph pet that you can only get from the ritual? And I would say this pet is actually broken because, as you can see, every 5 minutes it grants 2,000 XP to a random non-reindeer pet in your garden for every reindeer in your garden. On top of that, every 15 minutes, it mutates fruits up to the number of reindeer in your garden with the ornamented mutation. If you don't understand what this means, that means you are literally able to get 14,000 XP per 5 minutes to a random pet of your choice inside of your garden. Actually, I believe it's around 12,000 XP because you can only have 6 reindeers, including the Rudolph and the pet that you want to level level up. But this is also literally only age 1 of this pet, so this is the most broken pet probably in the entire game in my opinion, because it's a Rudolph and the only thing it requires is the reindeers. That is insane. And also every 15 minutes, it gives you the ornamented mutation, which further helps you out with the event over there. Now, to actually go back to this little event over here, we do need to submit 150, and it is snowing in my game. Like I said, this is a very common thing to, like, happen inside this update, which I love, by the way. I love these common events, and I gotta say, shout out to the developers on them. I think most people enjoy this. All right, there we go. That should be enough to feed the present. I do miss being able to, you know, keep feeding it over and over, but I think it's fine. Here we go. Let's go ahead, submit all, or yeah, that's E. And oh my gosh, are you serious? That's barely not enough. Okay, hold up. All right, that should be enough. Please, there it is, completed, and we got a rare gift. I believe I've gotten this before, so I have 2 to open. And okay, we got a peppermint pop. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Please, something better. Please, please, please. Event lanterns. Why is that in this thing? With this update also comes a bit more. Inside of the shop, there is more things they've added as far as I remember. One thing is jingle bells, which this thing is kind of dumb. But during the festive night, which I believe is just nighttime. I could be wrong though. Don't fact check me on this. But fruits around the jingle bells have a higher chance to become ornamented. Festive night might actually just be an event inside the game, and while it's happening, if this jingle bell cosmetic is around certain types of fruits, they have a chance to get the ornament mutation. Or it might be actually similar to, you know, the night wand or whatever it was called a while back. Also, with this update, we have the ice wand itself. So, not exactly an ice wand for this jingle bells thing, but this thing is different because during snowfall, fruits around the ice wand have a higher chance to become snowy. So basically, both these things just help you get mutations for this event over here. To add on to this though, there is something very good in this update called the Christmas radar. And of course, you already know what this thing does. Basically, if you got a Christmas radar, you can use it inside of your garden. And oh my god, I accidentally just used one over there. But if you use it here, it collects anything with the Christmas mutation that allows you to quickly just go to the event and put your stuff in. I think this is one of the best things in the game, period. Honestly, they should be adding this in part 1 of every single update, that they do an update like this kind of, because I just don't understand why this has not already been in the game. But it's amazing. Now, something we haven't talked about in a while is the trading world, because some changes have been made there as well. With this brand new updates, I don't know why it's not exactly here, but first things first, you can tell this area has turned snowy. I don't actually know if they did this last update or this update, but on top of that, there is a brand new thing in the shop, and where the heck is it? Why is it not in here? Hold on, I don't think they updated this server. I have to go back to the main game, but there is brand new boots. But here it is. It's a brand new festive container, and it has all of these different types of boots. I think this is really cool, and it's something I recommend you guys collect, because obviously it's never going to come back. On top of, you know, festive boots for the trading plaza, there is also some brand new skins for your garden. And one of them includes these Christmas light fences. I think it's pretty cute, right? It doesn't look bad. I mean, it's literally a copy and paste of like a different one in my opinion. There was the light fence. I don't know why they released this a while ago, but it's almost the same thing. And the way you get this, it's very easy. It's inside of this shop. If you talk to Isaac, he will show you this. And if you go to fences, it's right here, and it's for 20 trillion. Oh, and I bet you're wondering what this best pet, the festive ice golem, actually does in the game. Well, before we quickly jump to the ice golem, let's go ahead and look at the Yeti. Now, I should mention, at the moment, from what I know, the festive mutation that these pets can get if you buy it with Robux is just a buff to their current stats. But that night I mentioned earlier, the festive Yeti does exactly that. As you can see, every 15 minutes, it devours a fruit with at least 16 mutations to summon the Yeti night weather. Obviously, it also ignores favorite fruits, and I don't know if that's the same thing as a festive night or what. There's a lot of night events. But it's actually the first, I believe, pet that spawns a mutation event, so it's pretty cool. Now, the ice golem itself, the best thing you can get is some sort of type of mutation granter. And this is it right here. And it says it grants a 8% chance for the pet mutation acquired from the pet mutation machine to become one of 4 ice golem exclusive mutation, one being the Christmas rally, the Jolly Decorated, the Jolly Decorator, my bad, the Merry Nursery, and the rare chance for the giant golem. The Christmas rally on this type of pet, basically all Christmas themed pets get an additional 3 XP per second. And the only other one I know, the Jolly Decorator, every 8 minutes applies the ornamented mutation to a random fruit. For the other ones, they are literally so hard to get that I just have no idea, because in order to even have a chance of getting one of these bonus mutations at a 8% chance, I believe you have to actually mutate your pets through the pet mutations machine. Technically, you only need level 50 for this, so it's actually not that bad, but it's way too early into the update for me to know that. We have also unlocked the Pet Shard Hyper Hunger with this brand new update. Basically, your pets become super hungry, which technically is a bad thing, but if you are actively in the game and you're feeding them, they gain XP much faster, so it's pretty good. I would say it's definitely something to utilize right before, brand new updates, so that way you can max out your pets and mutate them. Oh my god, this is what the mystical snow globe does. Okay, 11th Doctor said it gives you a wish, and the wishes include buffs to Christmas pets or plants. First wish is free, then it starts asking for shekels. Wait, what? That's sick. Ooh, bro, I want one. How do I get one? Okay, this is the only present, and there is a selective presence that you can get this from. Like, it's a 10% in the best one, the rainbow gift, and then it's an 8% in the gold, and then actually, it's not even obtainable in the ones before that. It seems like there's a lot of content fill in this update for newer players, which is good, but also the endgame stuff is really good, especially if you can get something like this ice golem, bro, or I mean, everything is insane in this update, including that Rudolph pet I showed y'all. It's very endgame. You need 8 level 100 reindeers for it, but I mean, it's so OP. But I'm actually going to wait out this Christmas gift that's currently going on. It's only here for 3 more minutes, so I'm going to let it go past because it doesn't actually have anything I need. It's a common gift. And then we're going to grind for the next one. And in the meantime, I want to go ahead and see how much this gingerbread blossom that's 2 kilograms sells for. I should mention this is only 2 kilograms, so it's very small in comparison to that one over there. But let's go ahead and sell this thing. I want to sell this, and it is worth 200k. Okay, it said it was worth like 226k for a very small size, and that's actually really good. I don't know if that actually beats the, what's it called? There was one seed in here. I believe it was the Octobloom and the Zebra Zinkle. I don't know if it beats those, but it's very good. I hope it beats those, bro. You have to play 19 days straight in this game, and you actually have to do these quests, which do seem somewhat ridiculous. Oh my god, the next gift just came in, and it's another normal one, bro. But at least it's only 100 points that we need, so all we can do is just come over here and start collecting these. Now, if you guys remember, the developers did say there was supposed to be one more thing that was going to come in a future update. That specific thing was the North Pole weather controller, where it said it would actually unlock in a future update, and people were able to get through this. Everyone as a community came in together and they gave enough gifts to other players in order to unlock this. However, this actually did not make it in this update, unfortunately. I haven't been given any information by the developers, but it's very likely it's going to be in probably the last and final part, hence why they didn't actually say when it was going to come out. And it is a North Pole weather controller, meaning I hope it comes during the North Pole season, so it should be here within the last and final Christmas update part 3, which is next week. I should mention, though, in the meantime, the Peppermint Vine actually did stay in the game, and it does still have its same poopy old ability, but thankfully this guy is still in the game because I don't know a single soul that has gotten it. Personally, I've never seen it in stock. But let me know what you guys think of this update. Personally, I think this is like a mid to W update in comparison to, previous ones. It's not the craziest thing, but at the same time, it's not a terrible event. Like, it's not something I would get mad at. I just hope developers do better on part 3, because if not, the Grow Garden's low-key cooked, if it hasn't already been cooked for a very long time. And I still don't know what this random currency up here is, but it is supposed to be something with, probably giving you some free passes to these days that you actually miss. Who knows? It might actually come with a code in the game, because from what I know, they've not touched codes in a very long time again. But hurry up and watch this video right here. I went ahead and picked it for you because it's a way better video, and I would very much appreciate if you clicked it. So click it fast, because this video is about to end. And until then, bye!